I think it's safe to say that year 2 for Kim Caldwell is off to a blazing start. A 100-point margin of victory, it certainly sets the right tone. I'm Paige Dower, and this is our first post-game report of the Lady Vols basketball season. And I guess a fun note for you guys, so the 148-48 win over Columbus State, it's the largest margin of victory in any exhibition game that the Lady Vols had played in program history. I guess if you want another fun fact, you could go to the regular season, and the only other time that the Lady Vols had defeated a team by more than 100 points goes back to year 2000 when they defeated a team by 110 points. But to tonight's game against Columbus State, after maybe 90 seconds to 120 seconds where things seemed a little rocky and they're maybe getting their feet underneath them, it was smooth sailing the rest of the way. Regardless of whatever rotation was in there, there was a certain level of efficiency, like a baseline level of efficiency that they all met. There wasn't huge dip-offs depending on what rotation was out there, and I think that's the biggest difference maker from last year to this year, that the talent is a lot more even across the board, and if there are differences, it's maybe more so those spikes, but the base level and what this team can do is all pretty much the same, and that should be the most encouraging sign after watching this game against Columbus State in the exhibition game. And I think you could go to the freshmen if you want to start with the newcomers, like everything that we have heard about them heading into this season and being one of the highest ranked recruiting classes for Tennessee in the last decade or so, like we saw a lot of that take form tonight against Columbus State. Specifically, we could go to the Twins, and more specifically with Maya Polda. Maya Polda, she was fantastic tonight. She was 4 of 9 from the field and 4 of 7 from the three-point line. Had 18 points in her debut as a Lady Vol, and she said playing alongside her twin Maya was, something she dreams of, and it's, something she's certainly making sure to appreciate, even recognizing that not even many siblings get to go to the same school as each other, let alone being able to go to the same school and play with your twin. But you could just see, like, she plays with so much confidence. Kim Caldwell saying, like, everything we thought she was going to be, she is that and more. So the stock in her is high, and if you're gonna, go buy something, buy the stock in Maya Poldo. The other freshman that really stood out to me, and it's maybe it's in a different way than it does for Maya. So I would look at Jada Civil. If she continues to develop, she will be a very special player. A number of ways you could go to off the court a little bit. I think she's going to be a spark plug to this team. Like, if this team is needing energy, you're going to find it from Jada Civil. What also is really nice, she seems like such a pure shooter. Like, it just looks so easy when it's coming out of her hand. And where some of her points came from, especially the three from the top of the key, it came from passing. And sometimes that was hard to come by last year with the Lady Vols. Ruby Whitehorn talking at length that, it really just comes down to trust, and you're coming from a school where you were the person that the offense, went through. How do I share the ball? This team shares the ball, and that's the most exciting part, because the Jada Civil 3, Ruby Whitehorn was almost pushed out of bounds at the post, somehow gets the pass behind her to the top of the key, and Jada Civil sinks it. Those players are going to be incredibly exciting. Jada Civil also had 10 points on the night. A couple of the transfers, like Janiyah Barker, will add incredible depth to this team and complexity to this team because of her size. A number of times, her size and Jersey Wolfenberger's size were crucial when it came to getting those offensive and defensive rebounds. There were a number of times where Tennessee needed some putbacks, and they're so aggressive when they're up in the press as well. Kim Caldwell says she wants to see a little bit more of that from Janiyah Barker, and I think hopefully we will continue to see that, but just really exciting from her. A couple of quick notes before we go. 71 points off turnovers, 49 fast break points, and 7 players in double-digit figures. What is there not to love about what we saw tonight? We had the press conference back on the homepage as well as highlights from tonight's exhibition game as well. Also a feature on Ethan Berg, the newest Tennessee basketball player from Israel. So a lot coming up over on the homepage, so make sure you subscribe. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss it. I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow.